Legendary
Ooh,
summon. Okay.
That's a rushable one, kind of.
That is rushable. I agree.
Logo is a quick one. I kill a boss with a +0 weapon. Do we have somewhere the status effect square? No, we do not have that one. That is always good to combine. There's Aggie's favorite square, 2 Curse Blade Assassins.
Mm-hmm.
He loves that one.
Got quite a
Hanging
few
Pot.
early things here. We got Mikola Crosses, Hanging Pot Bell Bearings, Curse Blades. We got Legendary
Dragon
Ash,
Man.
Dragon Man, yeah. NPC
There's
bosses is pretty
Fortress.
rushable too. You can do Dane, Ancient Dragon Man into Solitary Jail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have upgraded Remembrance weapon and Remembrance boss hitless. So maybe Gaius is always a good what do you say?
Good choice.
A good pick for that.
Yeah.
A good choice. Bale, Egon, kind of mid, kind of far away. There's not much, right? In
Besides
past
Ancient Dragon Man.
Yeah, that's
Oh, actually, no. Hold on. There's some things here. You got Bale, but you also have Ancient Dragon Man.
Yeah.
You have Used Transformation and Painting Rewards.
Wait, where's Transformation? I
Both are in row
that.
3. Painting Rewards and Transformation are both in row 3.
Oh, yeah. And technically there's also the Death Bird, so that's also past Ancient Dragon Man.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly,
Shoot.
South is not looking too
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
here. You also have a perfume bottle, I think. Didn't I see perfume bottles?
Oh, Oil of Rana as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, out of the sudden, this board looks so different to me. Holy shit.
And we have DLC Sorcery, so Finger Ruins, and Mother of Fingers. So you want Ancient Dragon Man ASAP, honestly. And
ASAP,
Ancient Dragon Man is a corner square. I could kind of see someone opting out of getting into Legendary Ash and going straight for Ancient Dragon Man, like ASAP, as soon as possible. You get a decent column 2 here, and also you get a lot of access to a lot of different squares. I think Ancient Dragon Man is the play here for the first thing.
Yeah, and you know what? Afterwards, you could easily get those 2 Curse Blades that are even before Reprimand. I mean, we saw Blank showed off like last weekend that Curse Blade in the forest near the Thiolier Grace, and then there's the Curse Blade at the very beginning of the DLC. So that's the other corner then, and then you kind of block already the middle square. It's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
So middle square is actually kind of shit because in a lower, I mean, okay, with the what do you get out of Rao base? You have Nameless Mausoleums. You could do a Red Bear, right? Which is also an NPC boss. But other than that, I don't see much there. That would make sense to go there.
Oh, Bushy's a little behind yet again. Why is always Bushy behind a little bit, man?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's again, 10 seconds. Maybe he has his delay wrong setup, huh?
I don't know. He's like the only one, though, that has like a weird, like...
Yeah. 10 seconds. That's a whole 10 seconds. That's a lot.
So it's not just for me, it's for you, too?
Yeah, it's for me, too.
Okay.
It's 13 seconds difference. That's kind of difficult. But we'll see.
All right, yeah, it looks like, okay, so yeah, Aggie going straight for the grave skip here. Not even grabbing a weapon yet. Might be setting up.
Bushy is doing that too?
Yeah, they might be setting up Ancient Dragon Man Grace, would be my guess.
Yeah, so Bushy's not even that far behind, actually. I think he's like by 4 or 5 seconds behind. Aggie right now. Very good skips here from both players.
Okay, so it looks like Aggie's going towards the Pillar Path Cross Grace. And so is Bushy. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I feel like in this case, with how rushable Ancient Dragon Man is you get the backhand blades. You just get the Ancient Dragon Man Grace, and then don't even go for this yet. Don't even go for this Grace. Just go straight for your weapon and start rushing Ancient Dragon Man immediately.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Ancient Dragon Man is pretty good. I could see how, like, the Curse Blades is also not too bad, honestly. Because you know what you could do? You could also just not go for Ancient Dragon Man. You get the Grace here, right? You get the weapon, and then you just go for Logor.
Oh, he's not even grabbing the Grace. Oh, a little bit risky here. Not grabbing the Grace here while doing TLEA skip. But still going for that Mikla cross just in case he needs it.
Okay. So, but are they then rushing the middle square? What do you think? Because it doesn't seem like they prioritizing Ancient Dragon Man.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like they're both thinking, let me rush that Legendary Ash straight into Ancient Dragon Man. Maybe.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I can see how when you play bingo and you're nervous and you're locked in and it's like 25 squares, you need to you don't have much time of like 4 minutes of prep time where you also need to spend some time buying some shit, right? So you have maybe like 2 minutes left for looking at the board that plays like not going for the middle square and going for other stuff seem very risky. So it's only fair that both players maybe right now think, hey, I'm just gonna try to get that middle square first. Even though it's not that important, right?
Because it doesn't lead into anything, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, Mausoleum, Red Bear, and NPC boss. It's kind of the only thing. But in that time, you can get a weapon, do Logor, which blocks already one diagonal, and then you do the 2 Curse Blades. And then you block the other diagonal. You blocked already 2 rows and 2 columns with that as well. And then you can still go for Ancient Dragon Man and do anything what's out past that. Since Logor, no, it's not an NPC boss, but do we have NPC weapons or anything like that?
No, we just have NPC bosses, no NPC weapons.
Yeah, only bosses.
I don't know, man. Like I'm looking at column 2 here. Even then, Ancient Dragon Man into Curse Blades seems way better than
even hanging pots, man.
I just wouldn't go for I just wouldn't go for Legendary Ash here personally. I just wouldn't go for it. I don't think it's worth it.
You know what's also scary is like both players are kind of fast, right? And you need to be confident enough, right? Each player needs to be confident enough to say, am I fast enough to get that square first? Do I have the best line, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. It seems like Bushy is he behind? Let me look at the time. So Aggie picks up at 53 seconds. The heal from afar. I think they're very close, actually.
Oh.
I think Bushy is a little bit... No, Bushy's behind, yeah.
Okay, Aggie went back real quick for that incantation because there is 6 incantations on the square list here as well. Row 2, column 5, grabbing that heal from afar.
Yeah. And Bushy is, I think, kind of 8 seconds behind, actually.
Do we have Gravebird armor on the board here too? Did I miss that?
No, we don't.
Okay, he just picked it up just to have it, I guess.
Maybe just to have the armor. Is that the... No, that's not the chest one.
No, this one's like the pants, anklets, I think is what they're called.
Maybe you want some armor? Not sure. Yeah, a little bit here of a race. But yeah, I agree. I don't think it's that important. I think in that time you could get 2 others, but...
Okay, so Aggie grabs his Grace, but Bushy doesn't. And I think Bushy's currently in the lead now.
Oh, is he?
Both going for Ornus as the legendary summon.
Oh, yeah, Bushy is in the lead. Oh, by a lot, actually, now. Holy shit. Dude, so difficult with this time difference thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know why.
Is it on the map? On your map? Is it then correct?
Oh, you know what? That's a great question. Let me pull up the map. Good question.
Map time.
Map should be pretty correct here. Yeah, so Bushy is a little bit ahead right now. Not by a lot though. Not by a lot.
So it's still about the perfect lines here at the very end.
Oh, they're both going around the buildings though. You can jump over the building. You would have saved some time there. But okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking
The
like
players
if
have
Bushy
to-
keeps this momentum up, that Bushy is gonna win this.
Okay. Yeah, so both players have to go here around the cliff, and there's a spirit spring, brings them to a rune.
This actually is the
that-
longer way as well to that Spirit Spring.
Is that faster way? I only know that. Oh yeah, there's the.
Yeah, Bushy's
The
gonna get it here
path, right?
first.
That is crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, and there it is. Bushy gets the square just 2-3 seconds before Aggie.
Wow.
So and now Aggie has like. This is the scary thing. That's what CBD yesterday meant. With like you know now you're like kind of behind by a lot actually, because you made progress on the map, but like you didn't progress anything else. Seems like Bushy is still not going for a weapon. He's going for these Mikola crosses now,
Yeah.
since he prepped some, while Aggie's now going for the gray katana, I think.
I think he's also going for Mikola crosses. He's just grabbing this one first, the 3-path cross one.
Did I think Aggie skipped the others though, right?
No,
yeah,
he was talking to them too.
Oh, he was okay. Then actually, I'm not sure how many.
Yep. See, he's running right next to the
they
more
are.
one right afterwards.
Okay.
Oh, Bushy is going to be going for Highland Cross here, and he's going to drop down into Castle Ensis to grab the Castle Ensis cross.
Yeah, that's a quick one. That's a really good one.
I think this is still
Should be
only
a
4 though.
He did 1,
I don't think this is his 5th one.
2,
He did Dane,
3,
Highland Cross.
4. No, that's 5. That's 5.
How did he do 5?
Theory, more thrones. Oh no, 4. Yeah, 4. Sorry.
Yeah.
But now Aggie's porting back, and
Yeah, if Aggie gets the Highland Cross here, he might get this first. There we go. Now Bushy's going to Scorched Ruins for his last one. So this is literally like, okay, what's faster, Scorched Ruins or Highland Cross? Both are kind of the same pace. I do think Aggie might get Aggie's going to get crosses. Yeah.
okay. Are you looking at the map right now?
Oh, no, good question. That's a good point. Aggie's going to get crosses.
Okay, because dude, it's so hard to tell right now.
There it
Yep,
is.
Aggie got it. Very nice. That's good. That's a good play. So now, both players should try to get a weapon. Now, Ancient Dragon Man looks actually really good for Aggie because of the 3 NPC bosses as well.
Yep.
The other squares in that row are horrible, by the way, with ladder companions and Meteor. But still, it would be a good block. It'd work maybe for column 2. Column 2 is really, really nice. Very easy to block as well. We'll see. He's going here for the backhand blades. Bushy's gonna go for the gray katana next. You think anyone's gonna go for the +0, or is that more of a bait? Because I feel like it's more of a bait.
It's a bait. It's a bait for sure. What I'm expecting, honestly, is that both kind of just like stick to their weapons. That at some point, Ag is going to go for the Great Katana and use it as a +0 weapon for a boss if he really needs to go for it.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I don't think anyone's really going to lean into that at all.
Yeah, I feel like if you have something like this,
Oh, I lied. Bushy's going for it.
Oh, Bushy's going for it.
He picked up the Great Katana. He's
Oh.
put it right to Fort Reprimand. Okay, never mind. He's grabbing money. I thought he was going to be doing +0 Black Knight, Idrid.
Wait, are you ahead now on the stream as well?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Because for me, he just... Oh, yeah, I was behind.
Oh, weird.
I was like 13 seconds behind or more. Holy, okay. Yeah, okay, if he's gonna upgrade the Great Katana, yeah, I feel like the play from Aggie is really well with upgrading the backhand blades instead and using then the Great Katana for +0 later.
Mm-hmm.
Can do Edred with some grease, is really, really chill. Why is he grabbing that armor, man? Does he want to look fancy?
I don't know. I mean, it's on the way, I guess. He's like, yeah, might as well grab it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going now for Ancient Dragon Man. I think that's a really good call. He does not have bleed on his backhand blades, though.
No, he is a firm believer of the Keen backhand blades over the Bleed backhand blades. He thinks it does more damage. He's been running that the last couple of practice matches, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty strong.
Okay.
The dex scaling on the backhand blades, if you go for Keen, is insanely high, especially at 40 dex. And you just deal a lot of damage. It kind of pretty much counteracts the status damage that you would have. And on top of that, because it's Keen, is you can grease it. So you can still buy frost grease. You can still get rot grease and apply these different statuses to the different bosses while still dealing insane amount of damage.
Oh, Bushy's going for Ancient Dragonman now 2.
Yep.
Little bit too late. Unless Aggie has an incident, because Aggie has no armor, and we've learned if you don't have an armor, it can be very scary.
Yeah, I mean, he does have Ritual Shield at the very least, so that's going to help him out just a little bit, but I am not sure either. Let's go ahead and check out the fight, though. Here we go. We're going to go and enter the fight. He is running Rotten Sword Insignia and Thorny Cracked Tier with the Blue Dancer Charm. That's a lot of damage. A lot of damage buffing. I think he's got, like, what, level 3 Skidoo, I think?
Yeah. 2 or 3.
Did Bushy upgrade his Great Katana?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see it. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah. I think otherwise he wouldn't run in here, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know, maybe +0 Ancient Dragon Man.
Oh my god, yeah, okay, that would be crazy.
There it is. The healing from Ancient Dragon Man, healing from Aggie. Yeah, right now Aggie does have a bit of a better pacing right now in this fight. And as long as an incident doesn't happen here, this should be his.
Dude, Ancient Dragon Man's dodging a lot here right now on Aggie.
I mean, we do have the Savage Lion's Claw Cold infusion on Bushy's weapon, and we've seen that do a lot of damage very quickly as well, so I'm really curious as to how this is going to go between these two.
Oh my god, yeah, that is already Frostbrock here.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay, but Aggie already has the bleed out. Added the heal out. Wait. If he can cancel... Wait.
Oh. Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
That's it.
Wow.
What?
What a speed up.
The worst.
That's what I was saying, dude. The Savage Lion's Claw Cold coming in clutch here on that Ancient Dragon Man fight.
Holy.
That was insane.
Holy, dude, Aggie had so shit RNG. Now I feel like the bleed would have been better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
I feel like the bleed would be better early game, and then once you like get stronger and stronger, switching to Keen afterwards or something.
No, I can see that because at the beginning you don't have much decks anyways, right? So
yeah, that was a huge pickup. Okay, so Aggie going straight to Loger here now. I'm surprised that Bushy isn't going for Loger. To try and activate that diagonal a little bit more.
You should straight go for Loger, right? Maybe he doesn't want to contest that and rather takes uses now his how you say it, his priority to use the time for progression. I think he's going for Curse Blades actually.
Yeah, which that's a good idea. Activating that column 2 and another diagonal is not a bad idea at all. Does not go for the free backstab, though.
Backstabs are for the weak.
Hey, backstabs are free, man. I'll take those any day.
Oh.
There we go, though. There's one Curse Blade. Loger now going crazy on Aggie's screen. Dude, that guy can...
See, but like here also
so
bleed,
damage.
I feel like would be better.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, Aggie knows what he's doing.
Oh, grab attack from the Curse Blade. Also, the Curse Blade has golden eyes, which is kind of sick.
That looks really cool.
For anyone that is not too familiar with Elden Ring, once an enemy has golden eyes, that means they drop extra money.
Yep. Why? Because some lore stuff.
because they're
Always
more
lower.
blessed by the tree than others. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe in that moment, yeah. And there's
th-
the corner square block from Aggie. Very nice, good block. Bushy obviously knew that he's gonna go for that. Gotta here be very careful. Oh, nice. And there's the 2 curse plates. Holy shit, activating now the other diagonal and the column 2. I think he should straight go for those hanging pots, and I think he is.
Oh, I think they're both going for hanging pots here.
No. Yeah. Is my Aggie stream also behind? What is happening? Maybe.
Okay, so definitely hanging pots here from Bushy. Aggie going through Dragon Pit right now.
No. Oh, he's not doing...
What is he?
Do we have Dragon House?
No.
No. Is there anything else? Is there something?
He killed Ancient Dragon Man, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Did he not grab the Grace?
Oh, God.
Maybe he didn't grab the Grace because he thought like that Loger was ASAP and he had to do it right away. And then he went for Loger and Bushy went for Curse Blades. So like that whole... Damn.
Oh, yeah. And now Bushy's going for hanging pots, and that makes now NPC. Whoa, okay. If Bushy gets now hanging pots and then just goes with his Savage Lion Claw into the mausoleums, because both players are in a Rao base, so they can just go for Red Bear.
Yeah, but here's the other thing is that like even if he does
invasions?
No, there's no invasions. I think he just like got invaded because he went for the hanging pot bell bearing here.
Okay.
So even if he does go for hanging pot bell bearings, I think Aggie does recognize that row 1 is all southern region besides the +0. So Velvet, St. Trina, Bale, Deathrite Bird, you need the coasts for that. And I think he's starting to work towards those. He's like, okay, row 1 might be his ticket to some pressure.
Yeah, he would need the +0, which is where Aggie definitely is has a much better pick with the Grey Katana on +0, right? While Bushy, what would he go for? Like backhand blades +0? Maybe on Dane with Greases potentially, but it's difficult.
Not too sure, but Aggie now also going for hanging pot bell bearings.
Oh, okay. Just gonna miss that or get sniped a little bit.
Yeah.
Honestly, if Bushy goes for NPC bosses with mausoleums, he also activates row 3.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this right now with Aggie going for a hanging pot bell bearings. There it is. Bushy already marks it. Yep.
Okay, let's see what Aggie's going for mausoleum with NPC bosses.
Dude, no. Dude, row 1 would be way better. I don't like mausoleums right now with NPC bosses. I think is so risky.
And yeah, it's risky because he's still fighting without status effect, and I think Bushy's going for that now too. But he does have the Lion's Claw with Savage Lion's Claw with a Frost, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like Bushy could snipe this away now too.
Bushy's gonna get this.
Oh, this is rough. Yeah, I think Aggie's going now into this double block, right, with 2 NPC bosses, mausoleums, and wants to block both away. Doesn't want to go for the row 1.
Backhand blades versus solitary knight is not a good idea. Like it still works out, but like you don't get the same poise breaks the way you do with Great Katana. The damage is really not bad here, but we're gonna see, Bushy's Lion's Claw gonna kick in here in just a moment as well, and it's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Also, Aggie has no armor, so you gotta be extra careful.
The one thing that Aggie does have over Bushy is he does have the Ancient Rao base grace.
Oh!
And yeah.
Aggie died. And actually, backhand blades seems better right now, but DPS wise, but yeah.
Yeah, that scaling kicked in. Like he's got really good damage for sure. It's just that, yeah, it's just a high risk, high reward type build because he doesn't have any
Mm-hmm.
armor. He is using only pretty much offensive things besides Ritual Shield.
There's the heal for Bushy. Whoa. When you get every hit from the Savage Lion's Claw out, then it's a lot of damage.
Yeah. I think the the Black Gel Knight already healed for Bushy, so this is going to be another kill for Bushy. Not square just yet, but it's going to be one Mausoleum and a second NPC boss for him.
Yeah, and then he's going for Red Bear probably, and yeah, a risky play would be going for Rana because there's also the oil. But I don't.
That would be a power
do that.
play. No, yeah, that could definitely be something here. Okay, so there it is.
Oh, wait, did he not grab a Grace? Oh, he didn't. He skipped it.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's going for
he's
Dane.
Going for Dane.
Okay.
Oh.
That's going to be his third NPC boss. And then it's just going to be Velvet Saint Trina Sword, which is going to be past Ancient Dragon Man.
But you know what? Dane would be good for +0, and he's like obviously giving this now away, right? So.
Oh, man. If Aggie gets this fight soon enough, he might be able to get a little bit of a head start on Saint Trina Sword. Otherwise, this is looking really tough here.
Aggie got it. And he's going for the Red Bear.
He's gonna be pivoting for sure. He's not gonna finish Red Bear. There's no way.
I'm not sure, man. I mean, here the fight from Bushy takes a little bit longer.
He's not gonna get there in time.
Okay.
There it is.
Bushy got it. There it is.
You should pivot to Saint Trina Sword right now. Yep.
He's doing it. And Bushy's doing it too.
And he just got aggroed by the golem. This might be a bingo.
That might be the fastest bingo so far.
Yeah. That golem arrow literally just screwed him from porting.
Holy shit. Bushy's so ahead. He just, okay, for everyone. Wait, Bushy didn't break the Great Rune, did he?
Oh.
But Aggie also didn't.
Wait. Yeah. Wait. Wait, yeah, they both didn't break the Great Rune yet. That means neither of them can enter.
But that's okay. There's a Grace right in front of it. So basically, you just need to go there, grab the Grace, port over, break the Great Rune, and go back. So for everyone, that's the play right now for Bushy and Aggie. They go to the first Grace before the Fissure, before the Golden Gate. And then they have to port back to the Highland Cross where they can go over towards Hippo, towards Shadowkeep. Great Rune breaks, bibbidi bobbidi boo, porting back into Fissure, and then they just need to pick up a sword. It's literally just a pickup. Super easy.
The question
and Bushy is ahead.
Bro, if one of them remembers that, I would be so impressed. Because I completely forgot about that too. About the barrier.
It almost doesn't matter, Domo. Because both have to do take the same way. Both have to get there, and both have to port back into the other thing. So it's more about the lines. Like,
okay, yeah, Aggie skips the Dragon Communion Altar Grace, but Bushy did grab it.
Bushy's still a little bit ahead, though.
Yeah.
The worst that could now happen to any of both, and I don't want to jinx anything, but that's still the worst, is on the jump down in the hole, dying.
I doubt that's going to happen. I really do, but you never know.
You never know. You never know. Wait, where's Bushy going? What is that? Where's Bushy going?
I don't.
Oh, no!
I don't know where he's going.
He's going for the Grace!
Aggie died!
Aggie died!
There's no way.
That is unbelievable!
He's all the way back at Dragon Pit.
I'm speechless. From both players. What the fuck's Bushy doing? What the actual fuck
He
is
leveled.
he doing?
He leveled intelligence, I guess, for the ice cold.
Where is he going? That is not... Okay. He's breaking the Great Rune. Wrong Grace. Is it wrong? It's probably the same, I guess.
It doesn't. Yeah,
But
it
never
doesn't
mind.
really matter too much, I guess.
No, I guess. And I don't know where he's going.
Wait,
I've never seen someone throw a bingo away like that. To be fair, though, he does know where Eggy is.
yeah.
It's. I think it's that we have both screens, right? But yeah.
What is? I'm speechless. I'm without speech. I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now. This is genuinely insane.
This is bizarre. This is really bizarre. I would try it, right? Because even if you're like not doing, like, even if you're not getting it, right? I mean, you I don't know. It's I don't know. He's not going for it at all. So what he's gonna go for next then? What's the plan from Bushy?
He's
Pending
getting
roll 3?
I don't know.
I love that Bushy also marked. No, Aggie didn't mark, but scrolled up for the numbers on 2 on the mausoleums because he was on the way to the Red Bear.
Oh yeah. Dude, what a crazy turn of dude. I don't know what the hell I'm watching right now. That's good. Yeah, Bushy has no info on what Aggie's doing.
Yeah, he has no info. Yeah,
It-
I think that makes sense that he's not going for it, I guess. He's going for the safe play. He doesn't want to run down and then lose time on Aggie, and then maybe even falling behind with other stuff, right? I think he wants to. I mean, it's 5 to 2, and I think he wants to keep up the pressure instead of losing by a bingo. But I mean, he could have had the fastest bingo. He just doesn't know it.
Yeah.
Like he could have done. He could have been done now, chat. He could have been literally done.
They
now.
could have won.
That would
Yeah,
be a
this could have been the
29-minute
fastest bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy to me, dude.
But yeah,
Aggie
again,
still has the still has the barrier up, I think.
Yeah, he has. But this is also now a big time waste for Aggie, honestly. What Bushy should do now is actually just Deathbird.
Where exactly is this
Croak will
barrier,
see a
by the
little
way?
bit. What?
Where's the barrier?
It's down right in front of the first grace.
Ah, that's where there's 2 graces.
Behind the first grace, not in front. Sorry, like the grace is in front of the barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm very curious to see Aggie's face as he sees that
I think he
barrier.
knows. Yeah.
Does he know? Does he know?
It doesn't seem like he knows.
Oh, okay, he's going to Highland Cross. I think he's breaking the
Yeah,
barrier.
he is.
Okay, he's breaking the barrier.
Okay, so now Bushy made some progress to Shadowkeep. I feel like he should do. He should get some runes and should do the Deathbird as soon as possible. And yeah, he's porting now to the Deathbird. That's actually a really good play because now he can block that row while Aggie wasted so much time. Okay, Aggie wasted even more time.
No, he's going for barrier.
No, he's going for the oil and mausoleum maybe.
Oh,
The double play.
Yeah, you're right.
Rana.
Unless he goes left here. Nope. Yeah, he's going for Oil of Rana and Mausoleum. You're right. Interesting. Okay.
I hope Bushy goes at some point for the Deathbird because that could be Aggie's comeback. Row 1.
That's what I've been saying, man. That row 1 is juicy.
Yep.
That row 1 is really, really good. Okay, I would have at the very least have grabbed the Hippo Grace, but he doesn't know if it's a race or not, so.
Yeah. I think Aggie hopes right now that Bushy died too.
Or doesn't know about the barrier.
Or something, but I mean by now Bushy would have been done like by ages ago. I think Aggie knows that Bushy's not going for it, or that Bushy had an incident as well.
Yeah.
So Bushy's now picking the oil, and then Aggie will know that Bushy's not doing it at all.
That's crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if Bushy just pushed it, he would have had it.
It is. Let's see what Aggie. Yeah, Aggie knows now. Yes, Aggie's gonna finish it.
Yeah, he has to finish it. There's no reason to keep it open.
Yeah, that's true. So Bushy's gonna go now for... No, he's not gonna go for Rana. Okay, he's doing the Deathbird first. Good play.
No, he's going to the coast. I think he's going for the sword.
Oh, coast? Oh.
I think now he's gonna go for the sword now.
Okay, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
I think
And
for
then you
him
can
it's
go for the
like,
Deathbird.
okay, well, you haven't grabbed it yet. Let me go for it, I guess, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
No, I feel like that makes no fucking...
I don't know. I genuinely don't know, man.
Yeah, but it's gonna be marked here in any second. Aggie just needs to walk into this cave here and picks it up and got it. There's a slimy. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, marks it. There's in a second the square on Bushy, and Bushy's probably poured right away back to the Deathbird. Oh, he's aggroed by the dragon. That's shitty.
Okay, see, I would have at least grabbed maybe the Grace here again because of Materia Mother of Fingers. But that's all hindsight type of stuff. Going back to Cerulean Coast. Is he going back to the Dancer Mausoleum?
I hope not. That's so far away.
Aggie
Did
going
he
for
not grab the Grace nearby? Why did he not grab the Grace?
I don't know. Aggie going for nothing.
Dude, he should go for that Deathbird. That's so... roll one scary. If he doesn't get Deathbird, he definitely is not gonna get +0 before Aggie. And then it's like a Bale race, basically.
Oh, here we have Deathrite Bird for Aggie now. He grabbed Sanctified Wetblade.
Oh my god, that could be then actually a Bale race. And I would never want to be in a Bale race, because that's two bosses. It's not only Bale. The players also have to kill the double, or like that one Jack Peak Drake with the NPC dragon. So they can summon Egon for Bale. And that's two boss fights where you need perfect RNG and everything needs to work out perfectly fine, right? And I don't know, that's scary to race. Aggie's going for Furnace Golem.
Okay. Interesting. Wants to block. Maybe just because it's on the way? I don't know.
This takes forever.
I'm a little surprised by this pick too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Let me get a Mick pick too.
Let's see how the Savage Lion's Claw goes with Rana, because Rana is really, I would say, one of the, maybe the worst NPC boss fight. Next to Rexasha here in the DLC. Nope, that's going to be a lot of fun for Bushy.
Yep, Dancer does input read quite a lot. There is Furnace Golem dropping down.
That fire damage is so wild.
Goes for the riposte here. Aggie almost kills the Furnace Golem with one riposte. Goes for some of the ankle hits here. It should kill him in the next couple of hits, though. Like, the keen backhand blades are starting to show, you know, their strong
strength,
setup. Yeah.
Oh my god, the fire damage!
Dude, that Savage Lion's Claw is so risky, dude. There it is. Furnace
It
Golem
is.
for Aggie. Marks that.
Nice, nice. That was quite quick. He also got the deflect here, which can be really cool.
That could be
Probably
cool.
not with backhand blades, but
No
with
one's
other
used it
weapons,
yet, but that would be cool.
Yeah, it can be really, really good. I mean, recently, Tom, when he used the anvil hammer, right? Or was it Tom? Yeah, I think. Really good weapon for deflect here.
Okay, there it is. 2 mausoleums
is.
now for Bushy.
I hope he's going for Deathbird.
No, that row 3, man. He's going to go for paintings here.
He doesn't see the threat as well, though.
He doesn't need it. The paintings here is really, really quick. You go paintings, and then one of the other paintings give you a transformation on top of that.
Gives you a transformation. You're so right, Domo, and so good looking.
You too, man.
Thanks.
Dude, okay, don't tell me. Okay.
Huh?
I had a weird suspicion that Aggie might try Holy Great Katana +0 versus Deathrite Bird.
That would be no.
That'd be bananas. But yeah, row 3 is a huge problem here, and right now neither of them has a painting reward.
Yep. I think Bushy has
4 reprimand.
no. Aggie's actually ahead, kind of, because he already broke the great one. I don't know. Did he ever? No. Did he get the Hippo Grace? No, he skipped it, right?
You didn't grab the Hippo Grace.
He didn't. Then never mind, man.
But I don't. It doesn't look like he's recognizing row 3 here though, with the painting rewards and transformation.
No, he doesn't. And Bushy is now going into Church District.
What?
Actually, at that point, it would be probably faster to just kill Hippo really quick, because that gives you also an incantation and you're closer to the painting reward.
Okay, so Aggie's definitely pushing his row 1. He's pushing row 1 here.
Yep.
He's going to go for that Kiloblast +0 weapon into Deathrite Bird with the Holy Backhand Blades, and then go for Bale Egon. But here's the problem is that painting rewards and transformation are on the way to Egon. I don't think... I think painting rewards and transformation is going to be faster than Bale Egon.
Much faster, because Aggie needs to kill the duo boss, right? The dragon, and Bale on top of that, and the Deathrite Bird as well. While Bushy literally just needs to get into Shadowkeep now, go some elevators up, go some other ladders up as well,
Actually.
and then picks the painting and then walk. He just needs to walk over and got it.
Here's the thing. If Aggie gets this kill on Black Knight Idrid with the +0 weapon and gets Deathrite Bird before Bushy picks up the other painting, I think Aggie has a chance. I think he has enough time to actually get Bale.
Nah.
And here's the other thing. I think Bushy might actually opt into the race, because the whole column 2 thing, he didn't know anything that Aggie did. Maybe Aggie was prepping for Egon Bale this whole time. Bushy doesn't know.
Oof. Yeah, it's scary. And there it is.
There it is.
I wonder if Bushy, don't lower the water. Just go and get your painting rewards.
Oh,
man.
never
Yep,
mind.
Very good.
Never mind. Aggie doesn't even have a grace near the Deathrite Bird, bro. All I just said out the fucking window. He's got so much time, dude. There's no way.
Never mind. That is the most chaotic and fun run ever, dude. It's so great.
Dude,
I love it.
I
That's
don't
great.
even know, man.
I bet, dude, both players are like really trying to super mind read right now into the other, but it is so like kind of easy though.
He's not even going for death rights. He's going for Bale.
That's scary. That's a scary play. We call this the ADF.
Is that what we call it?
Mm-hmm. When you play so ballsy and risky that you say, "Hey, I let my opponent win, or I win."
I mean, this is literally row 1 versus row 3 at this point.
Yeah.
The problem is, row 3 is very much on pace right now.
Yep. Bushy just needs to go down the elevator, jumps down another thing, clamps down a ladder, and picks up the painting. Goes in for the painting reward near the gray katana pickup, and then walks over to just what Aggie's doing right now. and he can just run past all the bosses and just picks up the painting and wins.
Aggie not
And
having a
use the
grace.
transformation, of course.
If Aggie had the grace for Deathrite Bird, this would be looking so different right now.
I'm not sure, man, because he still needs to kill the other dragon.
I don't know. But he's sticking to the Great Katana here, by the way. He's not swapping to backhand blades.
Did he upgrade it?
What the fuck? He's not even fighting the dragon.
Yeah. He's prepping Bale first. Then wants to go for Deathrite Bird, and then, you know.
What? Okay. I don't like that.
Yeah, and Bushy's going now for the second painting now.
Like, say what you will about information, Road 3 is literally staring you in the face right now.
Funny thing is, if you kill Bale, right, don't you get a transformation as well if you go down to Communion?
No. Yeah, I guess Florisax.
Yeah, or do you need the quest line from her?
You need
first?
the quest line. You need the quest line. You don't just get the transformation, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think you only get her weapon, right, if Bale dies.
Yeah, I don't really know how the transformation works, actually. I think you have the transformation and her gavel. And then if you don't do the quest line like you're supposed to, you get her summon instead. Dude, what the fuck is... Okay, I'm sorry, but like... Either Aggie is very well aware of row 3, or he is just so sucked into row 1 that he doesn't... I don't know. But that is, just because the squares combo, it scares me. If it was like painting rewards and like 4 remembrances, or painting rewards and jewelry, I'd be like, okay, I got time. But they work into each other.
Now he's porting away?
He's grabbing the paintings now. I think he's trying to double up. Yeah. He's going for a hippo now, and I think he's trying to like do paintings while doing Bale or something.
Yeah.
And
that's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work out. No.
Gonna work. All right, that's a Bushy game. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I can't wait for the interview when we tell them that Bushy could have literally won in 28 minutes. We had to watch another 20 because he didn't go for the square. But fair, once again, fair. He only had 2 informations from Aggie that he did Mikola crosses and logo, and then nothing else, right? So he just wanted to go safe there, and went for the oil and the mausoleum, and is now going for the paintings. While Aggie now, I don't know.
That's what I meant, though, by the way, before, when he poured it out right away for the St. Trina sword. At least grab the grace, because now he has to do this whole thing all over again, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If he at the very least had this grace, he could have killed Hippo by now already, and could have maybe gotten the painting, and maybe beat Bushy to transformation. He might have had a chance.
Is, like, he thought he's on an absolute race of losing, right? Yeah.
It's all hypothetical at this point, for sure.
Of course, yeah, of course.
I don't know. I don't think Bushy grabbed the other painting yet, right?
He grabbed the painting, but not the reward.
The shield?
Yeah. So he just needs to run over to the Great Katana and then pick it up.
I didn't see him go to Prospect Town, so...
Yep, that's the first thing he did. Right after Mausoleum.
Oh, gotcha. Yep, here's going to be transformation in just a moment for Bushy, and that's going to really... Dude, what? Okay, what if Bushy does it again?
Nah, he got both paintings. Nah. I would go into his voice call and tell him to finish. I'm just kidding. You know what I mean. There you go. This one in particular is especially weird because that ghost takes forever. Bushy just now put off his armor. You need to be naked to do the transformation. So now he's gonna pick up the dragon thingy.
Yep.
But boom, Dragonheart eats it, or whatever, and transformation. And now just needs to walk over to the other reward and win by a bingo.
Yep, that is going to be a bushy bingo on row 3.
Yeah. That's interesting. Also for the leaderboard. Very interesting.
Yeah. We're moving into Aggie being 4-3, Bushy being 4-2.
And Aggie is going with now a loss into his second match. Let's hope that he sees this as a warm-up. There it is. Bingo!
There it is.
Strongest.
GG's.
GG's.
Wow.
Wow. Damn. Well, chat, that's a bingo. That's how it goes.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. Yeah, a lot of incidents, kind of.
There's
like no,
sniping too.
It was sniping and decision. Like it's just interesting that both players went for the middle square there, and then the ancient dragon man without the bleed, right, with the keen took forever.
That was a huge one for sure. All right,
that was a big snipe.
Bushy is ready. Let's go and bring in Bushy really quick.
Yup.
Yo, welcome in, Bushy. GG's, man. GG's.
Yeah, GG's. Thank you so much.
Overall, a very interesting match. How was it from your perspective from beginning to end?
I counted out jagged peak squares at the beginning and realized there's like 20 of them. So I was like, yeah, Ancient Dragon Man looks pretty good.
Yeah. But what was the overall game plan from the beginning to end there?
Sure. So off rip, like I said, I identified Jagged Peak as mattering a whole lot. Right from the very beginning, I didn't exactly know what I wanted my starting play to be, but I ended up settling on the legendary DLC Ash summon. I went for Ornis instead of Telu because I figured Aggie might be racing for it and going for Telu because that's like some really obvious synergy with DLC Legendary Ash Summon and the 2 forges. So I thought if I marked Ornis, he might like give me priority on forges and then I'd be able to just like pivot out and just like hold that early game square in like this sort of stalemate for the rest of the game.
Okay.
And then it was around that point that I started going for like Ancient Dragon Man and the Cursed Blade Assassins. And as soon as I had those 3 squares, I was like, okay, column 2 is crazy and row 3 is crazy. Let me go get Hanging Pot Bell Bearings. And then from there on out, like Aggie didn't have much of a choice. From my perspective, obviously I wasn't able to like watch his game, but the moment that he marked Furnace Golem, I said, I'm pretty sure I win. Because at that time, he needed to either be pushing row 1 or trying to block my row 3. And as soon as he gave me that info, it was just like, okay, I have no idea how he catches me.
Yeah. It was a tough position. You decided not to finish Saint Trina's sword, by the way. Was there a reason why?
Well, I figured I would be behind on it.
Dude, you were so ahead. You could have had the fastest bingo in the whole season.
Yeah.
In 28, 29 minutes, man.
Hey, I already got that Zoodle. I can't be breaking my own record. Come on now.
You have to. No, man.
I think I just didn't have
no information, right?
I didn't have info. His last square was at 16:55, and when I was making that decision, it was at like 33 minutes. So, or sorry, no, not 33 minutes. It was at 24 minutes, but still, nonetheless, like that's 8 minutes of unaccounted progress. And especially considering the fact that everything on this board is Jagged Peak, I didn't think that Aggie wouldn't kill Ancient Dragon Man during those 8 minutes. It was the play that made the most sense to me. So I just went for something a little safer. Also, I needed to break the Great Rune to get access to Saint Trina's sword anyway. So
Yeah.
Right.
I did still like progress towards it. I just went off to go get the perfumed oil of Renah first. And I was thinking maybe if I show perfumed oil of Renah, Aggie's going to think that I'm going for mausoleums. And if he sees that, he's going to pivot off and start worrying about the row 3 instead of the column 2. And that's when I went back for the Velvet Sword of St. Trina. But
Okay.
yeah,
That makes sense.
maybe just outthinking myself. I was asking myself if I was overthinking in that exact moment. But I went for it anyway because I thought it would be cool if it worked.
And how did it feel doing Savage Lion's Claw versus Dancer?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, normally she's really annoying, but Savage Lion's Claw, dude,
it's good.
still underrated.
It's good. Definitely has a lot of power behind it for sure. And honestly, like there was an Ancient Dragonman race, and it showcased like how much damage that actually does because Aggie was running Keen backhand blades, and he had a bit of a I would say a RNG issue for sure on Ancient Dragonman. But even then, like your damage just surpassed it with the the bleed and the frost and Savage Lion's Claw. So that was definitely quite bananas. I'm not sure if Aggie is ready yet.
Did Aggie get to Ancient Dragon Man before me, or was it just
Yes.
like really close?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he was
He was
before
in the
you by like
fight.
10, 15 seconds.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he was in the fight, and Ancient Dragonman already did his heal, and then you entered.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. He went for Keen instead of Bleed, and then had in the second half of his fight, like I don't know, like Ancient Dragonman was dodging a lot, and yeah, you Savage Lion Clawed, so he couldn't
Yeah.
do much,
Yeah,
and had no heal, and
makes
then you
sense.
caught up. So that was a huge snipe on your end, a huge snipe.
Yeah, that's a game-defining snipe right there. Ancient Dragon Man's a really important square.
Yeah, it was mentioned from the very beginning that Ancient Dragon Man is like a huge one. I honestly, if I would have played in this match, I would have even opted out of the Legendary Ash Summon and just went straight for Ancient Dragon Man personally, just for how strong that whole southern section and coast section was. But yeah, both of you guys decided to race instead, which I mean it makes sense. Yeah, let's bring in Aggie here. He said he's ready now. Let me go ahead and slide him in. Yo, welcome in, Aggie. GG's, dude.
Yo,
Dude.
GG's. Dude, I've been waiting for fucking interview and I forgot to say, yes, I'm ready for interview.
You're good. Don't worry. That's why I double pinged. Just like I was like, hey, are you sure? Are you good? Are you good? All right. All right, cool. So yeah, we're talking a little bit about the mid game here and about like Saint Trina's sword and everything. What was your overall game plan? Because you guys rushed both Legendary Ash Summon and then pretty much rushed both Mikola crosses and then both rushed Ancient Dragon Man. That was pretty much like back-to-back races there.
Yeah, that was an interesting way for the start of that game to go, for sure. I assume he skipped Fort Reprimand, and that's why he got Legendary Ash for me. Either
Did you
that
know
or...
Matelu?
No, I
Really?
Awareness.
I think one of the bigger differences is that Aggie grabbed Ancient Rao base Grace and Bushy skipped it.
Okay, yeah, that would have done it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was like
Yeah.
the because it was like easily 3-4 second difference between those two, and then Mikola crosses, I think because Aggie grabbed some an extra cross beforehand, I think that definitely played into that as a snipe, and then yeah, Ancient Dragon Man, I think the Savage Lion's Claws just outperformed early on versus the
So, I assume I entered the fight first. Is
Yes,
that
you did.
correct? Yeah. I
Yeah.
got the worst Ancient Dragon Man of all time.
yeah.
He stalled like extremely hardly.
Yeah.
So that was really frustrating.
And I think that's why the Savage Lion's Claws caught up as much as they do because of the heavy stagger that it does. Like you kind of skip turns, right? You're kind of like skipping attacks, so you don't have to deal with some of the shitty RNG that happens. So I think that
I also skipped his heal, which is not normal.
Yeah.
for-
Oh,
I-
if you didn't
I
skip the
also
heal, I
got
would have had
lucky.
it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would definitely been way closer for sure. Yeah. Now when it came to like the whole Saint Trina thing, apparently Bushy was aware of the barrier. I honestly didn't even remember the barrier until Zoodle mentioned it. He was like, "Hey, they still have to take care of the barrier, right?" And I was like, "Oh crap, yeah, the barrier." And then Aggie, you did have to go and break the barrier as well. What you didn't go for the Hippo Grace? Did you assume it was like a full-on St. Trina sword race at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I had no information, and
Yeah.
I had already gotten fall damage memed, so like at that point, I had to hope that he also got fall damage memed, and then
Yeah.
I got there before him. I mean, once he marked perfumed oil, like that was obvious, and then but I mean, from there, I had already made my decision. I skipped Graces to have any chance of getting it.
Right. And at what point did you guys just decide to like stick to your own rows, pretty much? Aggie kind of like eyeballing row 1 here, and then Bushy row 3. At what point were you just like, okay, I'm just gonna do my line. Like, I'm not gonna try and block. I'm just gonna do my own stuff.
Yeah, I honestly did not notice painting and transformation in row 3 until I had already blocked +0 weapon, because I was thinking he would go for +0 weapon and then force me into Letta, but. Yeah, obviously, if you see row 3, that's going to be the one that he would go for. And at that point, like, I knew that, well, okay, hopefully he either was going for +0 weapon or there's no way I'm going to block it. So, and then I was thinking, like, if I had the Charo's Hidden Grace, or Hidden Grave Grace, I could probably just go Lamenter and get Transformation, but I did not, because I was racing for St. Trina.
Yeah.
And then at that point, like, well, I have to go to Bale either way, whether I'm racing or trying to get it before him, so I'll just go that way.
Mm-hmm.
And what about for you, Bushy? When was like row 3 like your definite decision for a line?
I mean, I made the threat on row 2, obviously, and then kind of like messed around with the idea of going for St. Trina's sword. I think when I marked my first 3 squares, I said column 2 and row 3 are crazy. I planned on threatening one of them and pushing the other at that point. And as soon as Aggie marked Furnace Golem, and as soon as he marked then after +0 weapon, it was just obvious that I was winning row 3.
Yeah, that's super fair.
Yep.
If row 3 was blocked at some point, like, was there a different line that you're maybe eyeballing, or was it kind of just a thing of like, okay, let me go for majority then instead?
Yeah, I was concerned that Aggie could go for Lamenter. I thought that I was still gonna beat him to transformation, even if he did have those like graces, which like I can't tell the difference between like 5-second marks based off of like the log within the bingo board. So like I can't figure out exactly if he has those graces or not.
Yeah.
But assuming that he did, I was thinking he could maybe get transformation, and then I need to be worried about row 1, and then I need to be worried about column 5. I would have gone for probably Bale while summoning Egon, and then column 5. I mean, it's just a bit of a mess, right? Like I was confident enough in my row 3 that I didn't go for any sort of efficiency. I didn't get the graces next to the dual Drake fight. I didn't get the grace on the way down to Jory. Like I was confident enough that I was ahead that I was screwing myself over if it did get blocked.
I gotcha. Was there a line from the very beginning, Aggie, that like kind of spoke to you though, that you wanted to go for before like some of the squares were marked? Before even like legendary Ash summon, was there something on the board that you're like, hey, this is a line that I'm kind of eyeballing until the board changes?
Not really, honestly. This board had a lot of early game squares, which I feel like tend to just end up with them getting split amongst each other, and then everyone blocks each other. So it was really more a matter of just securing number of squares.
Fair.
But yeah, when you get sniped, then shit happens.
Yeah. So just more or less just like kind of relying on possible majority here. Yeah, the board being a bit like mid to late game-ish was interesting. There was obviously some very strong early game squares, but yeah, there was actually another interesting choice here. So after Legendary Ash and then Ancient Dragon Man, Aggie, I assume you assumed it was going to be a Logar rush between the two of you because you didn't even get the Ancient Dragon Man grace and just ported straight towards Graveside Plain. Is that right?
Yeah, so I grabbed the grace and then I warped 1 frame too early.
Oh, okay. Because we were wondering, like, damn, like, that was kind of a crazy move. Okay. That would explain.
Yeah, I did think it would be a Logar race because the diagonal is obviously pretty threatening.
Yeah.
But I figured Logar is variable enough that I could at least grab the Grace, because I did kill Ancient Dragonman like 3 seconds after.
Right.
At that time, I was convinced the NPC bosses in Mausoleum Synergy was much stronger. So I wasn't even thinking about Logre, and I was happy to see that you marked it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and you went for Curse Blades. Was that because you already were looking at column 2 then, Bushy?
I just had Graces for it, and it's fast. At that time, I wasn't strategizing too heavily. It was just get square.
Fair. That's fair. Well, GG's to both of you guys. Aggie, you still got one more match after this versus CBD. Best of luck to you on that one. Bushy going to be going into a 4-2 record, if I'm not
That sounds right.
being an idiot right now.
4-2.
Yeah, 4-2. So GG's to you on that, Bushy. I think we see you next week, man.
No, I skipped next week, and I got 3 games during the final week.
Okay. Sounds good. But yeah, GG's to you on those 3 matches. Then we'll see you then on the final week, and then Aggie, we'll see you in after the break. All right, man.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Good luck, Aggie.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Thanks, bud.
And we'll see you guys in a bit here. All right.
All right. Thank you, Domo.
No problem.
GG's, Aggie.
GG's.